Here's where we start for you on all angles at 2 o'clock. Protests have erupted in Tsakane on Gauteng's East Rand. Residents are furious over a lack of service delivery. They are on week 6 now without water, with no sign of any change. Senior reporter Aviwe Mtila is on the ground for us with the latest. Let's take you live to him now. Aviwe, a little earlier on we saw that residents were starting to block roads with rocks and burning tires. Is this still happening?
Well, it seems like there's a ceasefire at this moment, Maseko, only because some 3 minutes ago we saw the Ekurhuleni police Nyala make its way into the reservoir there. It seems like those technicians are actually now making their way to fix the water and the situation on the ground. In fact, just to get more on what's happening, I am joined by one of the community leaders, Isaac. Isaac, thank you for joining us at eNCA. I understand you come from a meeting. You spoke to the community members calming the fires that were raging here. What's the latest?
Yes, thank you very much again for having us this afternoon. And yeah, we had a meeting with the CRM at the Customer Service Center of Ekurhuleni in Tsakane and the EMPD executive. In that meeting, what was discussed was that there be a ceasefire, and we've managed to calm the crowd. As you can see, that the crowd is now calm and disciplined. All that we are asking for is that engineers to make their way inside the reservoir and for them to do their work, so that at least at the end of the day we've got progress. We are tired of this thing. We don't want this unrest to continue anymore. We just want water to be pumping into our taps.
What's the promise now, Isaac? Because yesterday the promise was that by 10 a.m. this morning, the water would be pumping for each and every resident around Tsakane here in Brakpan. What's the latest from that meeting and from the engineers?
It is so unfortunate that, yes, there was a promise that at least this morning the water level will be at least 50%, so that this reservoir can pump. But unfortunately, last night we got a report. As you can see, the reservoir is dismayed. The reservoir is vandalized. So yeah, so that's the cause of the delay. And I think that people were very frustrated. People were angry. People wanted water immediately. So at least now we've got engineers on site, and we've got a heavy EMPD visibility, so that the engineers can do their work and execute their task, and so that the people of Tsakane can have water.
Okay, we're just being told by some of the EMPD officials not to come any closer, but my colleague Joe Komane is still giving you the visuals of what we understand are some of the technicians from the city of Ekurhuleni trying to resolve the water issue on the ground. In fact, let me get word from some of the residents here, the Omama that have been on the ground here. Mama, kuthiwa ama-technicians afikile manje, they're about to sort out the water. Do you have faith ukuthi konke kuzolunga manje?
Isifiso sami ukuthi ngathi kungalunga siwathola amanzi. Asilithandi nathi lo dlamo olwenzakalayo. Asithandi njengoba abantwana bethu badudulwa sidudulwa. Ukuthi sixakekile 3 months yonke singathola amanzi. Kubhlungu kanjani uphila uhambe ucela amanzi. Ngazi ukuthi sitheni. Sikhalela amanzi nje. Asilwi namuntu, asilwi na police, asilwi nabantu. Sifuna amanzi nje kuphela.
Okay, Maseko, the lady saying that they're not fighting with anyone and they only please that the water be restored here. They don't like to see the violence and the shootings, essentially, that have been happening for days on end here because of the ongoing protests. Mama, unalithemba ukuthi konke kuzolunga manje?
Hayi, singiyathemba kona ukuthi bazowalungisa ngoba basithembisile ukuthi bazowalungisa. Ene siyabacela bangadlali ngathi sibadala. Uyazi ukusuka la uyokha amanzi emereli 1 ibhakede e19 ngingaka. And ngine operation enyaweni hambe ngiwa nale bhakede lamanzi akhona ukwasha sikhona ama toilet kuyanuka nje ezindlini zethu siyabacela ukuthi mabasilungisele amanzi babasinika amanzi konke lokho kwenzekayo kube bengasifeyilanga eCCC ngaba yenzekanga yonke lento ngaba kukho lento budlova ababeke benzeka la from the day 1 bekufuneka laba abantwana mabaya le bayocela amanzi beze bazowavula babathembisile bathi bazowavula last week Saturday bathambana siwavula last week sahlala Saturday kwaba Saturday Sunday kwaba Monday amanzi awekho thina namhlanje amanzi awekho.
Oh, so there have been ongoing promises from even last week, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and till today. They still don't have the water. So they're hoping that essentially this will all be resolved, Maseko. You heard the lady there saying that she's elderly. She has an operation but has to walk distances on end just to get water that she still has to carry. Mama, kunjani manuphila kule kwesimo niphila kuso ngoku?
Hayi kona kubuhlungu baba.
Siphila kabuhlungu kakhulu siphila kabuhlungu siphilile futhi kabuhlungu siphilile sithola ama-emer kunabo mama abanye abahamba ngama-crashes ima ngabe i-truck imela umama ohlala lapha akakhona ukuphuma aze la azoguga amanzi ngenxa yokuthi uhamba ngama-crashes so funeka thina futhi uyokhela amanzi kwakho uyabuya uyonceda lo mama lo ohamba ngama-crashes but manje sinethemba ngoba naba ama-engineering akhona yiwo awazi umsebenzi kangcono kunathi so sila ngoba sizobheka ukuthi ngempela umsebenzi uyenzeka bayazama ukusilungisela le tanke elisinika inkinga kakhulu sinethemba elikhulu namhlanje ukuthi kune-progress eyenzakalayo.
Thank you, Mama. Maybe the last bite, Isaac. When will the water be restored?
For now, we cannot confirm that because remember now we need to be careful on what we say, especially live on television, because the whole of South Africa is watching and we're just waiting for
But in that meeting, Isaac, what was the promise from the officials of Ekurhuleni? When will water be restored for the residents here?
The promise was that they are here now, they are going to check the damage that was caused last night and then they will come back with the feedback. But the water should be restored at least this afternoon.
At least this afternoon was a promise there from Ekurhuleni, city of Ekurhuleni, as that meeting that they had with the community leaders. Yeah, of course, cautious on not to speak outright, but that's the promise that they were given. Yeah, as you heard those frustrations on the ground, yeah, and you can see the tires, you know, the smoke from the tires, that concrete water pipe that's supposed to be part of the water reservoir that's on our right, actually closing the roads. Yeah, so we're going to give time to the engineers as they are heavily guarded by the Ekurhuleni Metro Police Department with their police nyala on the ground, yeah, to do their work and hopefully, as you heard that promise, that by late afternoon they should have the water here.